Hey guys, what's going on? We have another tactic to check out today. It's going to be for the 4-3-3 bracket 5. These are usually linked to me through Twitter. You know, sometimes these tweets, they end up trending. People like them a lot, and then people just kind of like at me and let me know, like, hey, you know, maybe you should try out this formation, and it ends up being really good, and then so on and so forth, right? So I will be leaving a link down below to the original Twitter post. I don't know if they have a YouTube video. If they do, I'll probably figure that out afterwards. But for now, we'll just leave the Twitter post down there, right? So what I like about this formation, guys, is that it's different, but it still plays really well in the meta of this gameplay. We are going to be taking a look at the description of the actual tactic as well, in regards to how you do want to line it up, because obviously that type of stuff is going to be very important to look at. So in regards to how this formation is set up, it's going to look like this, right? So 4-3-3 bracket 5, defensive style on balance, 40 for width, 60 for depth. Build up play on balance. Lo and behold, we're actually using possession as a chance creation, which honestly, for me personally, is fantastic, because possession is a play style that I actually like to work with. I like to build up my play slowly, because you kind of have to in the sense that I like to always have support. I hate when players need to be on direct passing, because sometimes they're just far from you and there's no build-up play whatsoever, right? It's kind of like boring. So this part makes this formation really fun to work with. Okay, 10 for width, which honestly it's a low width, but it makes sense because everything is based off of attacking the middle as much as possible. And we have players in the box set to 9, 2 for corners, 2 for free kicks. Instructions: the fullbacks are going to be on overlap. Goalkeeper is up to you. You can either do comes for crosses, sweep, or keeper, or maybe you don't want to do that. Honestly, either or would be perfectly fine. Yeah, with the CDM, you have him on stay back while attacking, cover center. Your right center mid, who is going to be your more attacking oriented center mid, who you're going to actually want a right-footed player playing on that right side. I have Politano just for now for the sake of the review and all that kind of stuff, right? But Politano's there. He's on get forward, cover center, but you want an actual attacker there that's right-footed. You can use a box-to-box center mid who can do that, but honestly, it's better to use an actual attacker in that situation because of the way that your defense ends up setting up, right? So cover center for that. Your CDM, stay back while attacking, cover center. Your left center mid is on stay back while attacking, cover wing, right? So they cover the wing situations. So that's where you actually want like a really good box to box, if you can actually get that. You know, if you have like a Carlos Soler or something, like that'd be great because of the 5-star weak foot that he has, right? Your center forward will be on stay central, stay forward, and then your right wing is going to be on stay forward. Your left wing is going to be on comeback and defense, right? So if we take a look at the description of the... Oh, Carlos Soler is actually going to get the upgrade. Oh, yeah, because they beat Marseille 3-0. Yeah, they beat Marseille 3-0. So that's going to be a really big deal, actually, because Carlos Soler on that upgrade will definitely be very nice. Okay, so let's see here, because this guy is the one that leaked it to me. Or not leaked it, linked it. Sorry. So it's this one right here, right? So 4-3-3. This is the way it's set up, right? This the exact same way that I just showed you guys. The description of the formation is like this, right? Let's see here. Okay, so it defends in a 4-4-2 in game, very, very noticeable, 100%. Solid defensively, strong counters, which is definitely true because of the overlap on the fullbacks. Very, very helpful thing to work with, 100%. Quick passes, the quick passes I loved a lot in the general build-up play. You guys will actually see some of the goals that we end up scoring with it because of how nicely that actually ended up working out. Control the tempo because of the players being really close, possession-based wise, right side attack, and then the multiple triangles, right? So there's definitely a bunch of multiple triangle situations when it comes to, you know, tiki-taka basically, when it comes to attacking with this formation, which was really fun because it actually allows you to use different types of cards and they're all going to be effective in their own ways, right? So a few things that you notice with this formation is that, one, the width being minimized all the way down to a 10 is actually very helpful, because what happens, right, is that in this formation, because wingers are by default very wide players, when you have the width set to a 10 and then you have your players in the box set to a 9, when you're up against defensive AI and people utilizing that one player constantly, like not using anybody else, you're going to notice on a consistent basis a lot of very good cut inside runs from your left winger and right winger when it comes to attacking. Your strikers, if they have proper good attacking AI, whether it's a high work rate card or high, medium, high, low, because it's a center forward, works out perfectly fine as well. I was using the Sanabria card and he was able to score some opportunities for me. If you guys haven't watched the review, be sure to do so in the center forward position. Now, the thing that I noticed because of the way that my team is set up, and I only have it set up like this because of the review, right, is that, like I said, you want the right-footed player where Politano is, because him being left-footed is annoying for a lot of the goal scoring opportunities that you're actually going to find yourself in. Do your best to get someone who has a 5-star weak foot even in that situation, because it'd be great. Like someone who's high work rate with a 5-star weak foot would be crazy, okay? Or just the high medium with a 5-star weak foot, just so that every single attacking situation you get, he could score with both feet, okay? So try your best to do that. Your CDM, you just want a proper medium high work rate card, someone that's going to defend for you really nicely. I have Locatelli for the sake of the review. You can use players like Palinha, Sandro Tonali, the Patrick Vieira that we got from the swap objectives at one time. There's a few other cards too. Like if you're using a Bundesliga team, you can use that Oxford card that came out as an SBC not too long ago. So you want to work with that as much as possible for that position. Your center mid, it could be any box to box. Obviously, if you ended up completing the Carlos Soler card, him being a showdown card is a W, because him as a box to box with a 5-star weak foot is great to work with for that left center mid area, because pace will be in a good area. He'll have the stamina and he'll be able to track forward and back really nicely, right? Your fullbacks in the team, you want to try your best to get players that are both good at attacking and defending. You know, Hakimi is a very good example of that. Team of the year Theo Hernandez is good at that too. I'm using Spinazzola. Honestly, Spinazzola was perfectly fine to work with too, because he's pretty decent to work with because he's got attacking and defensive capabilities except for shooting, right? So he's got the 4-star stuff, so it helps out a lot. And then obviously for center backs, you want to try to get as full meta as possible while working with a pretty decent goalkeeper. So yeah, the attacking lineup, you don't have to be as linear when it comes to the wingers, right? Like if you have, you know, the basic wingers in your team, like I still use the Ribery card. Like Ribery was perfectly fine to work with. I had El Shaarawy playing on the right side, which is perfectly fine to work with. So you don't have to be as specific in those areas. Like if you still have Di Maria and stuff, that would be perfectly fine too. Like there's a bunch of players you can use in those areas that would be fine. But again, in your striker, center forward area, there's a lot of different cards you can use, but try to find like a good high medium, a good high low, as much as possible, because of that certain play style that the center forward plays with, right? So people, you know who would be really good actually for that center forward role is the Raspadori card, right? So if you have Raspadori in your team and you actually believe that Napoli are going to get those upgrades in the future, that would be a really good example of a card that would play well in that position, especially with the improvements. He definitely needs the improvements for sure, but with it, he would be one of the perfect examples to work with in that situation. Honestly, you guys definitely don't use these cards anymore, but even like an Arnautovic type of dude would be perfectly fine. Like anybody that is competent at playing in the striker and center forward position, like even if you're using this the Ketelaere card, like that would be perfectly fine to work with too. So yeah, it's a really nice formation. I love that you can use different types of players. Like I said, this is a card that not a lot of people are going to be using, and he still performed really well for me. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this little introduction, the tactic explanation, the types of players that you want. Enjoy the highlights. I'll catch you guys for the next video. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.
As you can see, have enjoyed so much possession. Yes, they've played well when going forward, but it's been their ability to regain the ball which has made them so hard to play against here, and it makes them such a good team. It's been a brilliant performance so far. Oh, Stuart, an opportunity.
Beautiful goal. Beautiful, beautiful goal. Let's go. Nice, good play. Very quick there. Quick little passing plays. I like it. There you go. Well done, Politano. We'll take that. There we go. Good finish. Great finish. Needed that there. Nice. That works. That works. Good finish.
And a tidy tackle. Can he finish?
Nice. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that.
Oh, a perfectly timed pass. He just needs to keep a cool head. Going for the dink.
Nice. Good goal. It's a good little layoff pass by him to kind of get that through. It's good. It was good.
Good game. Great atmosphere inside the stadium. We've got two teams full of quality, some interesting matchups, and two coaches that want to play an attractive brand of football. What more could you ask for? Can he make it count? Not out of the woods yet.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know what just happened. Couldn't tell you, but we made it work, so
Keen to take it short here.
there we go. Spinazzola is the one that scored that. Huh.
And the referee has given the corner, so maybe scope here for them to add to their lead. Oh, that's a really good run. Politano.
Woo!
And that in
Dancing right there, dancing. Let's go, boys.
Quadrado. Giving it a try.
Nice, good finish. Good finish.
El Shaarawy. Well, since they have the ball, the referee playing advantage here. Politano. Locatelli with it. Oh, surely.
Nice. I like this formation because when people are using like the defensive AI stuff, like it compensates for it sometimes because this guy's just trying to use like the one player and then just let his midfielders and stuff do the rest, and my players are still opening up well.